Hello, welcome back to my channel, the unique and rare handbags from Joe. I'm a bag collector and Hermes bag authenticator. From my personal collection, I choose some of the what I consider unique and rare handbags to talk about to fill some blank um, in this on this cyber world, because sometimes there are too much content about the well-known models and bags and designers, and too little or even non-existing about less I would say popular models. So today, because in my last video I talked about the Daisy box from Bottega Veneta. It was from Thomas Mayer's tenure time, so it's before 2018 when Daniel Lee was appointed as the top of the direction. So Thomas Meyer, actually, he's a German from the name Meyer. He's actually a fashion veteran before he joined Bottega Veneta. He was from an architectural family, a lot of architects, and he was born in West Germany, if I remember well, and he did attend the syndicat, the Chambre de Syndicale Haute Couture, so the very famous couture school in Paris, before he joined different Parisian houses, including Hermes, before he was appointed as the creative director of Bottega Veneta. He was at Hermes doing the ready-to-wear for women. So it was actually a very prominent appointment already. So at Bottega, he stayed for 18 years. I think from the 2001 or 17 years to 2018 before Daniel Lee. So he did shape the house of Bottega Veneta. So all what we know about Bottega Veneta, the intrecciato, so the weaving techniques and its elevation from a fairly unknown Italian family business to its world famous status at the end of 2010s. It was thanks to Thomas Meyer. And so sometimes I feel, well, he was not a star designer. He was not like Daniel Lee. He didn't shoot any half-naked shots. I'm not saying there's any wrong about it. I love those shots from Daniel Lee or from Makier. They're cute. Why not? But he was not he didn't have this stardom, but he did have a very intellectual and architectural approach to his designs. So this bag in front of us is one of his creations. Actually, at the end of his tenure, I think from mid of 2010, he had pushed intentionally a lot of really like expensive bags with in Crocodile, and I think also in other rare skins. So this bag was from that time, I would say from 2015, around that time, and I don't really remember exactly because they don't have the year stamp, so I don't know. I can't check, but it was definitely from that era, the vibe. So it's in American alligator, as we can see, because there's no interesting. I'm sorry, I just told you something wrong. No, it's not alligator. It's actually Niloticus. It's a crocodile Niloticus. Why? Because look at here. There is paw, right? The difference is American alligator is the only one in the three major crocodile skin families which doesn't have any paw, and it also has a less regular, more fancier like scales. So this is actually, I'm sorry for saying it wrong, this is actually very typical Niloticus. The difference between Niloticus and Parasus, so Niloticus is the crocodile from Nile, and Parasus is the one from typically Australia or Southeast of Asia, is it has much larger scales comparing to Parasus. So it's normally in the Hermes family. This would be the second most expensive crocodile, or the second most expensive leather commonly used in bag collections. So at that time in Bottega, this would be priced around like a little bit shy of 20,000 euros. So it's a very expensive bag. I didn't get it for its original price. Of course, I wouldn't pay that much for a bag of Bottega, but I still paid quite some money. I don't remember, honestly. So the bag itself has interesting shape. It's almost like a box, but as you can see here, it has like this detail. It's almost like this strap goes somehow inside and here, but it's purely decorational. There's no functionality of it at all, but it does have this shape. Same here. It's actually a quite large bag. Even you don't see it. It's actually 31 centimeters long and 20 centimeters or 18 and 15 centimeters tall. So it's actually a very roomy bag. And the handle, what made me decide to buy it is a handle. You can see it used another piece of crocodile leather to wrap it around to protect this because the crocodile skin, when it's rolled into these small tubes, it's not very resistant, so it's actually re-rolled another layer, so it has added comfort and robustness. And it's really the philosophy of Thomas Meyer and Bottega Veneta at that time is to use least other materials on the bag as possible. So you can see even here the knots, they're of the same crocodile skin. So I will get this stuff out. So oh, I have a perfume here, interesting. So the inside is pretty dirty. Sorry for that. I don't really take very good care of them. As you can see, the handle, the tubing inside, it has a small metallic detail. This is typically Thomas Meyer at that time. Sometimes he would hide this inside, and the lining is suede leather, and with some details for the edge, and you can see the Bottega Veneta logo here. Very discreet, very low key, and basically it's just a bag like this, but somehow it does communicate quality, intentionalness, and intellectual understanding of fashion, I would say. So I personally really like this bag, and I've been using it for like all these years. The good thing about Crocodile is it's super expensive, but it's actually a leather which doesn't move too much if you don't get it dampened or damaged by humidity and rain. So that's it. We can still see the shine, we can still see it kept the shape very well, and it has very limited details. Even this small studs functions as the what we call the pied, the legs, the feet, the feet. The feet, they look pretty great. It has really great hardware. All these years not oxidized at all. Sometimes I really don't think Hermes hardware, it's problematic. It's the least we can say. So that's just this Bottega Veneta crocodile bag in Niloticus. And thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.